On the next episode of KJW Reviews, I will be reviewing Zombie Magneto. Hope you all enjoy and be sure to have a happy Halloween.
What is going on, everyone? I am back with another figure review, and as you can see, it is on the Zombie Magneto. Now, I wanted to really get this out before the end of October, but by the time you guys see it, maybe it might be the 1st of November, but you know what? It's always cool to review horror figures. I was very excited that I was able to purchase this from Big Bad Toy Store a while back. I reviewed a Zombie Sabretooth on my channel a few videos ago, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the video at the end of this one. But yeah, I mean, this whole Marvel zombie line, it was just really cool. It's just a shame that it ended so quickly. We only got just the few figures: the Zombie Magneto, the Sabretooth, Spider-Man, Hulk, and then Captain America. I mean, it would have been cool if they would have included like a Deadpool. He would have, been a good fit. Green Goblin. I mean, the choices are endless, but you know what? Hey, I'm just glad that we got the little bit that we did. And then Zombie Magneto, I mean, awesome. So, front of the package, we get the figure, and then the base in the back. Little, basically just artwork right here. Turn it to the side. Get a better picture of that. There we go. But very beautiful artwork. I believe this was on one of the covers of the comics, the Marvel Zombie comics. I believe this is one of the covers, or it might be in one of the comics. But I definitely know that this was in there. But very awesome, very very detailed, very gory. Turn it to the back. And then, of course, we get Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then we get Captain America, which, honestly, does not make any sense at all. I mean, I guess these were figures in this line, but you would think that they would have included zombie figures. So, whether it be a zombie Spider-Man or a zombie Captain America, I don't know why they went with these two pictures. But anyways, let's get this figure out of the package and reviewed. So turn to the back. I wanted to do a little portable read for you guys, because this is way too big for me to bring my camera out and then extend it. So I'm just gonna slowly go down so you guys can read that, because it's really cool. So yeah, I'll just slowly go down. So yeah, I hope you guys were able to read all that. Very awesome bio right there. So out of the packaging, I'm kind of conflicted. This is a great figure, no doubt, but in my opinion, this is more of a statue, because I was messing around with, just messing around with him in general. And that's what I usually do before I start my review of the whole figure, just to get a better understanding of, how the joints will move around and everything. And I was actually really surprised with him, because with the Sabretooth, he was fully posable. He could move his legs and everything. But this guy, for some reason, I don't know. His legs, very limited, very limited. Honestly, this reminds me of a McFarlane figure, with just the very basic articulation. Honestly, though, I'm okay with that, because I like the McFarlane stuff. But yeah, I was expecting more of an action figure, something more posable than this guy. Yeah, very limited articulation. But I'm gonna get into it right now and show you guys. So right here at the legs, it's like it's weird. It's like on a T joint. So if I want his legs to move forward, I need to move it like that. But then his leg looks like this. And there's no ankle pivot or no way to move his ankles or anything. So basically, if I want to move his leg forward like that, it's going to look really weird. So basically, to keep his feet forward, you got to keep his legs like that, but then they're going to end up moving to the side. So very limited articulation. I don't know. It's really, really weird. Like I said, I was looking at him, looking at his legs to see if maybe if his leg is like on one of those like ball joints almost, and then the T joint is up here, so that way you're able to move the T joint, forward, and then able to like rotate his leg. But I don't really see that with this guy, because I know that one of my Juggernaut Diamond Selects, his leg is like that. You're able, because his has the T joint too. The T joint is up here, and then you have to play around with it. Basically, move the T joint to the front, and then move his leg ball socket, to the front, so you're able to kick his legs out. But I don't see it with this guy. So that right there, kind of a bummer. But again, I like collecting old McFarlane stuff, so I'm gonna say it's not a big deal. His arms, however, can move out, so able to move out to the side. If you want to move his arm down, and then his elbow can crunch forward. His hands are basically on like a joint, so you can only you can only turn them in a 360 direction. You can't move his hands, forward and out or whatever. His helmet does come off, and then his head is on a ball joint. Yeah. No, or is it on a ball joint? Yeah, maybe. Again, I was not expecting this Magneto to be as limited with articulation. So, yeah, and then his waist, no waist move. Is there waist movement? Nah, no waist movement. Yeah, very, very limited articulation, very statue-like. Which, again, I wasn't expecting this guy to be like that, because the Sabretooth that I have, as you all saw in my review, he can move, he's pretty posable. So, with that out of the way, with the articulation out of the way, let's just get into basically the style of this guy. So, as you can see, a ton of gore that they added to this guy, which is fitting because he's a zombie. So a lot of his muscle is exposed, and then, as you can see right here, his stomach is basically ripped out. A lot of gore right here, and then his bone is just, that's all it is just bone on his knee. Turn it around, and then his cape is really, really well done. It's all ripped up with a hole in it. Even if you lift up the cape, a little bit of detail right there. But yeah, very, very detailed, which Diamond Select And McFarlane, that's what they're mainly known for, is having detailed figures. Oh, he does come with a base. So we'll get into that. So basically, it's just a piece of street is what it looks like. We have the gutter grate right here, the sewer grate, and then we have Green Goblin's severed hand. Very detailed, and then he's still holding on to that pumpkin bomb. Obviously, it didn't help him. And then, yeah, bottom is just nothing. But yeah, very detailed. Very cool. Which, again, I would expect nothing less from Diamond Select. They always include an awesome-looking diorama. So on the pumpkin bomb, it also serves as kind of like a notch to plug Magneto's foot in so he can stand. And he stands pretty well, as you can see. So whatever pose you want to get him in. So whether I'm going to turn the base around and plug him in like that. So yeah, very, very awesome statue. So I'm glad that I was able to take him out of the package and review him for all of you. If you're on the fence with this guy, I'm going to say this. If you're getting him to do poses, don't do it, because he's basically just a statue with very, very little articulation. But if you want to get him just to have in just one pose, then hey, get him. I guess in other words, if you're looking for a Marvel Legend, stay away from him. If you're looking because you just want an awesome looking statue with limited articulation, then go for this guy. But me, I'm going to recommend him. Like I've said in the past, I'm not going to review a figure that I don't like. It's very rare. And honestly, like, even if I get him out, even if I get the figure out and start reviewing it and I don't like it, I'm not gonna put the video up because it's very misleading. I'm not gonna show stuff I don't like. But I do like this guy. I do like how I like how he looks. Very detailed. It's a bummer about the articulation, but it is what it is. Real quick, I'll show without the helmet on. I'll show his face, because his face is really well done. Focus. There we go. Get some light on it. So yeah, I like how his face, it's still decaying, but then his head, it's basically a skull. I think that's very cool. Very detailed. It shows off that gore really nice. Yeah, I'm really digging this figure. So I say pick him up. Pick him up if you're into statues. But again, if you're looking for a figure, an action figure, do not buy him because he has very little articulation. As you saw. Whoops. I think I'll do a real quick test without the base to see if he can stand. Move that out of the way. So it looks like he can stand on his own. Just get him in that right angle. Just get him in that right pose and angle. Yeah, he's able to stand. Really cool. So that will about do it for this review. As I always end my videos, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, hit that like button. I'm always open to comments. Just be respectful. If I did something that could use improvement, just leave a well detailed message of telling me what I can do better. And then of course, those positive comments are always awesome from you guys. I really appreciate the support as always. And like always, I will see you guys in the next video.